Yo, what's up, everybody? Family, friends, enemies. I hope you all are doing well. You're all happy and you're all enjoying yourselves. I'm going to read to you guys and gals another poem that I've written a while ago. It's called God's Ghetto Gospel. So here we go. It's a poem and a rap. So here, I'm going to read it to you now. It's called God's Ghetto Gospel. I'm a prophet named Cush that's known from the Americas, Asia, Europe, Australia, Africa, to Rio de Janeiro. Got the deepest wisdom, love, and royal authority like a pharaoh. Got haters trying to pirate my style and flow like Jack Sparrow. I'm a fearless falcon and dangerous dragon, not scared of you bros. Like a flock of pigeons with diarrhea, I shit on you hoes. Fighting with me will be a waste of your life, like being addicted to heroin and blow. Fuck with me the wrong way, and like a pissed off alpha gorilla, I will crush and I'll kill you down to the bone marrow. I always hit my target and pray, like Lord Ram and Arjuna with a bow and arrow. Life is like a deck of cards in God's hands, like a divine reading of tarot. I'm trying to find my inner peace and follow the righteous path, which is slim and narrow. Trying to be a free soul, but stuck in this materialistic matrix of a world that only cares about sex, drugs, and dinero. Don't get me wrong, I love women, I love getting money, and I love smoking the herbal cannabis for my mental stability. But society pisses me off because we care more about external superficialities than love, character, dignity, spirituality, and tranquility. Imagine a world where everyone sees each other's souls and divinity, where there's no egotistical wars and everyone lives in peace with humility, where there's no ignorance or stupidity. I'm just dreaming, but I'll never stop being a visionary. I'm a spiritual missionary, but I'll confess that I got sins to carry. My style is painful, lethal, and excruciating, like my beloved Lord Jesus' crucifixion. I crave peace and liberation, like breaking free from the chains of addiction. My prophetic flow is precise and accurate, like the Buddhist truths or like a Simpsons prediction. I put my time, effort, sweat, and life behind these bars, like living out a homicide conviction. I'm my own boss, I'll say it with conviction. I got no time for ass kissing or licking. I'm a lion and you're just a kitten. Now I'm not perfect, I do have flaws, but I got the bite of a great white shark, and my haters are just petty fish trapped in my jaws. Like a Rastaman, I praise life, weed, and the almighty Jah. I'm a nice chill dude, but don't pull my last straw. Or I'll fuck you over like the government does, with the long dick of the law. Ha! Now enough of the shit talking, I'm about to get mystical. I got a consciousness so awakened that psychiatrists call it insane and criminal. Like a schizophrenic on hallucinogenics tripping out with full visuals. I don't follow any religion blindly or practice any superstitious ritual. Yet I'm a mystic that takes the love and wisdom from all spiritual paths that are spiritual. Oh, and I use scientific reasoning to be logical and empirical. A prophet that has seen and talked to God, it's a miracle. A persona that's both mythical and biblical. Got the modernity of a first world nation, yet my roots are aboriginal and traditional. I'm unique, craved, and rare, like having a love that's unconditional. Love, hate, or fear me, I don't care, yo. Just remember that I go by the name of Prophet Kush, the Shaman King Pharaoh. Every saint has a past and every sinner has a future, is a divine ghetto gospel. I'm just a saintly sinner seeking God's love in the ghetto, and this is my sublime ghetto gospel. Yo, city life can feel so impersonal, isolating, cold, and heartless. Gotta find and create meaning in the suffering, fighting and struggling for food, shelter, and survival. But regardless, we must try to find love, purpose, and truth before we depart this Earth planet that has on it both heaven and hell. This track goes out to my homies who died and fell, or are still locked up in a cell. Your memories will forever be a part of me, as far as I can tell. I'm playing the game of life and I just want to live happy and well. God is the ultimate wizard and sorcerer, and I'm his servant under his loving, intoxicating spell. God is within every living being, in every heart he dwells. But we're deluded and tricked by our ego and society into thinking that we're only these bodily shells, with no inner substance or essence that can be heard, seen, or felt. The devils in power want us to be under their control and slowly burn in the heat and melt. But God and his angels have blessed me with intelligence, like while driving using a seatbelt. I'm trying to find true love, God, and truth and go to heaven, but I was raised in a ghetto poverty. Back in my day, my block was a hot spot for drug deals, prostitutes, homicides, and robberies. You made it out the game and it was a dream come true if you became an athlete, entertainer, or got an education and became scholarly. Yet the biggest thieves and killers throughout history have been the capitalistic colonizing monarchies. The Illuminati play Monopoly. Devils try to control, enslave, and own the earth, people, and its resources like it's their property. Just a sinner in the ghetto looking for the divine fatherly figure who's bigger. And the universe's cause and trigger. But sometimes life crushes and drowns you, like an alcoholic swimming in liquor. In the hood, almost everyone's a gold digger, but I'm trying to keep God in my brain and neurotransmitters. We want justice to be served to Tupac and Biggie's killers. In solitude, I try to meditate and tap into the God within. But demons and gangsters come in all sizes, shapes, and colors of men. They even pretend to be your closest comrades and friends. Yo, is there any hope for the youth raised in an inner city's ghetto, where even women and kids are packing guns and stilettos? In my spare time, I dream of escaping into nature, the hills and meadows. Because in the city there are shadows and haters in the darkness wanting to give me death blows. The racist system wanted me to slip up so I could end up incarcerated on death row. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it can most def help our ghetto queens and kings. I use hip-hop as art for self-expression, not to be covered in bling. True happiness comes from within, not in external and material things. How do you grow and bloom when your surroundings are barren, awful, and hostile? That's why the ghetto youth chase material pleasures and live life in the fast lane to the fullest, full throttle. My heart goes out to the hoods and communities fucked by the system like a giant brothel. Love, peace, and spiritual unity within our communities in union with God is the ghetto's divine gospel. Every saint has a past and every sinner has a future is the divine ghetto gospel. I'm just a saintly sinner seeking God's love in the ghetto, and this is my sublime ghetto gospel. Every saint has a past and every sinner has a future is the divine ghetto gospel. I'm just a saintly sinner seeking God's love in the ghetto, and this is my sublime ghetto gospel. Yeah, so that was the poem. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry, I was kind of losing my voice during the poem, but I hope you could still appreciate the lyrics and appreciate me reciting this poem. Anyways, I hope you guys have a beautiful day or rest of the week, year ahead, life. And thank you so much for listening. Until next time, familia and friends, take care. One love.